Volunteer is a person who offers him or herself to service without being paid. The volunteers aren't paid with any monetary reward, but they're rewarded with various benefits of becoming a volunteer. It is shown through many studies that people who volunteer are happier, more appreciative, healthier, and feel good about themselves because they are doing good for others. Volunteers don't have any reward, rather they have a spiritual award for the many physical and emotional benefits of volunteering. There are many benefits to volunteering. Statistics show it helps combat mental illnesses like depression. It also shows that you can stay healthier and increase your confidence by becoming a volunteer. Many volunteers speak of a happy effect. Helping others kindles happiness, as many studies have demonstrated. One study showed that compared to people who never volunteered, the odds of being very happy rose 7% among those who volunteered monthly. Those who volunteered every 2 or 4 days were happy 12% of the time, and among the weekly volunteers, 16% felt very happy. There are various different ways of volunteering. You can volunteer at hospitals, schools, soup kitchens, as a mentor, church, and helping the elderly, but a very important way of volunteering is helping the special needs people. People with special needs have a high demand for volunteers because they can't do everyday activities on their own. Some people with special needs like to read stories and go to the movies, but they need a volunteer to help them and read them those stories and bring them to the movies. People with special needs need help making personal experiences. They need companionship, love, and nurture to help them grow and live a happy life. They also need an educational support. Volunteers can help by reading them stories, assisting them with how to vote, teaching them how to perform tasks, and helping them learn new things. And also, this helps them become more independent. Volunteers help people with special needs enjoy leisure activities, performing household tasks. Volunteers can build ramps or work on other household necessities that someone with special needs wouldn't be able to do. Lastly, volunteers can help someone with special needs fulfill their religious pursuits by assisting them and bringing them to places of worship. Volunteers work for free, and residents know this. Residents appreciate volunteers' commitment to doing good to their lives. Many people say that volunteering for someone with special needs is as helpful to them as it is to the person they're helping. This is one of the greatest gifts of volunteering for someone with special needs. Volunteers bond with those they are helping, and it's almost like a family between individuals and between the individual with special needs and the volunteer.
It's actually a lot more rewarding than you could think, volunteering for someone with special needs.
This might be another question, but it's rewarding because you get to see the other, the way someone with special needs lives a little bit, the little that I do.
It's interesting, it's rewarding, it's helpful because a lot of these people, if you don't help them to get out and attend activities or functions, sometimes they just don't get out.
Good, and it gives you like happiness and just makes you feel like a better person.
It's been kind of a learning experience, and it takes a long time, I think, to become comfortable.
And I think the reason why everyone should do it is it's two reasons. Emotionally, you get a lot more out of it than you could possibly imagine, and practically, you have a lot of time in your day and your week that you probably spend doing something not nearly as meaningful. And if you could spend 1 hour a week doing something like this, I think it could change your life.
It's eye-opening to do it because this kind of the same answer. It gets you to see what it's like a little bit with the little bit that we do.
Well, you benefit from it and you get self-satisfaction, but you're also helping the residents, because if you couldn't help them, nobody else can. So
Really, these kind of people don't get as much help as others. They just care about them. So.
Rewarding. It's it's an eye-opener. You learn about the people who work here and how good they are, and it's a good thing.
My favorite memory of volunteering is this actually started as a project that our oldest son, who's now 23, had to do for high school. He had to put in volunteer hours. And he started doing it And little by little, my wife and I started to come. We brought our other 2 kids, who were just 2 and 3 years behind Kevin. And fast forward about 8 to 10 years now, everybody in the family is doing it. My favorite memories are when we're all here, everyone's home from school, and the 5 of us can come and each take someone to church. And that's really rewarding.
I do. I was somebody else. It wasn't Sheldon. It was another guy. He didn't talk for about 6 months. I wasn't talking to him at all, and so I used to talk to him. And I told him one time I was having trouble with my, not trouble, but I was wondering how I was going to pay for my daughter's college. So I was telling him, and I said, Bernie, how am I going to pay for my daughter's college? And I said, Bernie, you going to help me? And he goes, no, I'm not going to help you. That was like his first words ever.
I mean, I've been doing it for so long that, you know, you just see the reward and the satisfaction that these residents get out of help that you give them. And it's just self-satisfaction and rewarding.
Here's one good memory. I tend to walk the long way to church, and after it had rained one day, it was no longer raining, but I was with my client, and there was a bird taking a bath in the puddle. And she's an animal person. She likes to see dogs, and so that was a fun thing. It's nice to see her. Her face kind of lights up when she gets to go out, so it's nice.
I pick up Sheldon down at his place, his apartment, and I just wheel him up, and we get some exercise. I get some exercise, and he gets some fresh air, and we come to Mass. And then the best part of it is we get cookies and coffee afterwards, and then I take him back.
I think bingo is I help out at bingo, and that's Tuesday night. See, Tom knows. And you see, I mean, these people, some of them don't know their numbers, don't know their letters, and but because they have staff or volunteer helping them, they're able to win. And even though the prizes aren't high-priced items, they're small, simple little things, and it means so much to that person that they have won something, and it's theirs.
Going to church, so it's not a huge time commitment. It's only an hour and an hour and a half, and I don't have a lot of time to give, so that's a good thing. And I think not a lot of people. I think people are intimidated about volunteering here. So, but they shouldn't feel that way because it's a great place.
Yeah, I would say to anyone who's never done this before, you know, if you can get over the hump, that little hump of intimidation or apathy of not wanting to do something like this, it's not intimidating, it's really easy, it's actually really fun, it's really rewarding. And I do think it's one of those things that if people just get over that one little speed bump of like why they wouldn't do something like this, they really would get a lot out of it.
There are many different types of people with special needs that you can help through various different volunteer organizations. You can help the developmentally disabled at places like the Rentham Developmental Center, and it's also helpful to volunteer to help the young people with special needs through organizations like Best Buddies and the Special Olympics. Volunteering for those with special needs is a great way to positively affect the lives of others, and it's very rewarding for yourself. So please contact these organizations and start helping others today.